Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and we're doing a little bit of a mini update into Workhorse stock, so I'll try not to do the video for too long because I know quite a few of this information has been covered on other YouTube channels. Just to let you know, I was supposed to do a video on Huya. I actually recorded the video and then literally a few hours later the merger got announced, and then basically every information that I put on that video, a lot of it still stands, but you'd listen to it at some points and you'd be like, but the merger's been announced. And it was like, yeah, it just totally wiped out like the few hours that I put into that video. And there was part of me that thought about still putting the video up because I put the work in of like recording it, editing it and everything. But I thought it's just so out of date, and this is one of the little problems with doing YouTube sometimes, is like you actually record a video and then some news comes out and then bang, the video is like pointless, so you got to totally re-record it again. So yeah, there will be a video on Huya. It'll probably be tomorrow though, so I will try get that out for you guys. I thought I'd do the Workhorse video first though, because Workhorse, like literally news articles comes out on this one day by day, and as well the stock price as well is like up and down like crazy. So I'm going to try get this video out maybe a little bit earlier than normal because, you know, something else could change where the stock goes. There's rumours about the United States Postal Service contract actually being announced today. I don't think it will be, but like I say, it might get announced, so this is why I want to just get this video totally out there quick as I can. But yeah, we'll talk about some of the current news that has come out about Workhorse and a financing agreement and my opinion on it. I know a lot of YouTubers have talked on it. Like, I don't know how they managed to do it. Like, literally, some news comes out and next thing you know, there's like Workhorse videos out 10 minutes later. It's like crazy to keep up to that sort of pace. I mean, trying to do YouTube in a full-time job, bit of a nightmare, but we got there eventually. So I'll kind of give my opinions on that. I won't spend too long on the article because I'm sure you know the information in and out. For you guys that might be brand new here that are kind of like watching my channel and like after some Workhorse information and maybe opinions on Workhorse, I'm currently a shareholder in Workhorse. I was up 45% at the moment, and yesterday there was a point where I was up 60%, but then the stock pulled back. So yeah, I'm a shareholder in Workhorse, and like I say, I'll kind of give my opinions on the news that did come out yesterday. So like I said, the news actually took the stock up quite a bit. It went to $30 and then it did pull back a little bit. We'll see what happens today. At the moment in pre-market is pretty calm, but like I say, that can change so quickly with Workhorse, so we'll see what happens during the day. But yeah, the stock was up 30, came back, and I'm not gonna lie, a little part of me was tempted to sell some shares in that Workhorse yesterday, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. So the news that came out was about a financing agreement. So they were able to basically get 200 million to help with a few things that were going on in Workhorse. So the actual quote was, and this is from the CEO of the company, is, with this financing in place, we can more quickly advance our production efforts. So everyone thought instantly, well, you need more money, production, United States Postal Service contract, you know, putting them together and thinking another kind of added in there that the Workhorse might have got the parcel service contract here. So, you know, putting two and two together was kind of what everyone was kind of thinking here. We can also accelerate our production timeline for new high demand customer products, including a refrigeration truck for grocery applications, as well as the purpose-built class 2 delivery van. So we can see that obviously we knew that we're moving into this, you know, refrigeration truck. Another little bonus there for, you know, maybe taking some customers. But I think instantly everyone kind of thought more money, production, United States Postal Service contract. Now, kind of in my opinion, I do agree with the kind of consensus that more money, production, United States Postal contract, because otherwise, you know, the orders that Workhorse do currently have probably don't need 200 million to do that. So I could kind of see that point of view, but I wouldn't say, you know, solely it's a guaranteed there. I wouldn't take it as a guaranteed contract bagger. We'll see what happens. But one thing that I think investors might have totally missed on this situation right now is that Workhorse unfortunately has a horrendous balance sheet. There's no way around it. The debt to equity is pretty awful. The cash is like 200 million. The debt is quite a lot on that balance sheet. So unfortunately, when you look at what Workhorse is doing and how much cash they're actually burning through, unfortunately Workhorse does need money here. And it's not solely for production. It needs money to carry on operating as a company. And fair play to the management team, because the best time to raise money is when your stock is pretty much at all-time highs. You're being talked about in the news, and being talked about in the news in a positive way. the best time to raise money is when all this positive vibes is out there, and that's when you should raise money, not when it comes out that you can't get the contract. And then, you know, I'm not saying that Workhorse won't get the contract, but let's say if they didn't get the contract or they didn't get what they were supposed to get, then you try and raise money. There's going to be a lot of people going, well, nah, not now, you know, or maybe we'll put you on higher interest rates. So from a management point of view, this is the right time to go raise money. And like I say, realistically, there was money needed in Workhorse. It wasn't just for the production side of it. And the thing is as well with Workhorse, there's probably going to be needed more money raised in this situation, especially with the amount that it needs production to ramp up. You know, I think that'll put it on 220 billion cash or something. Realistically, for it to kind of ramp up the production where it needs to, if it gets this contract, it's probably going to need a little bit more than what it's showing, because as well, it's still probably not going to be profitable for a while. And if it carries on burning through the money that it does burn, ramping up that production, also with the money it burns through, it's probably going to need a few more cash raises from here. So it's not all plain sailing just yet from Workhorse, which I feel like a lot of other stock market YouTubers that are investing in Workhorse covered and just kind of went, United States Postal Service contract, we've got it, another one there. It's not that simple with Workhorse, because, you know, from my point of view, I love talking bullish about my companies, but at the same time, I try and be really honest. I say what the negatives are with a lot of these companies, and, you know, I try and talk about the upside, but there's always some little risks that you got to take in, and like I say, it's always about that risk to reward when investing in companies. So yeah, there was that kind of side to it, that it's good for Workhorse. At the same time, let's not get too carried away with this news. I don't think it's as good as what some people did make out, because of the health situation that Workhorse is in as a company. Personally, for me, where does that leave me with Workhorse? Well, when I bought the company, I did say that I would sell out probably around the $30 to $40 range. The reason why is just because the market cap then would be pushing into like the 3 billion mark, which is a lot for a company that doesn't make profit, has a bad balance sheet, relying on a contract, and also how much money it will need to scale up to production. So with all that considered, 3 billion market cap, I think would be a fair valuation. It's getting quite close to that. In fact, I think it did kind of go over it when it did get to $30 a share. So with that sort of point of view, I am kind of like getting a lot more closer to where I would sell Workhorse now. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be the last one at the party when the party's dead. I'm going to, even if I miss out on a couple of percentage, I don't mind, because this is a spec play. And when I've made like 40-45% in something like 2 months maybe, I'm very happy with that one. And I also have another spec play that I'm lining up as well, which is in a better financial position than what Workhorse is. So I am a bit more closer to the selling out point of Workhorse. We'll see what happens. But overall, it is good that they did raise capital, and as well, I've got to say the capital was raised at a very decent rate as well. And I think that's credit to the management team of Workhorse, how they managed to do that. So hopefully that's a little mini update into Workhorse, trying to keep it nice and brief, guys. So I hope that helped you. I will try to do a Who Ya video tomorrow anyway. So as always, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you in the next video.